Once a proud warship of the U.S. Navy, USS Cumberland now lies at the bottom of the James River, just off Newport News, Virginia. Within just a few years of the ship's sinking, companies salvaged a number of guns and other artifacts, selling them as souvenirs. The ship's forward 10-inch Dahlgren gun was even displayed by the Michigan Grand Army of the Republic for a time. 10 years after the Civil War ended, major salvage efforts on Cumberland concluded. The Union warship remained largely forgotten, but for the recovery of Cumberland's anchor chain in 1909 after a British steamship's anchor caught on the chain. The chain is now on display at the American Civil War Museum in Richmond. For the next 60 years, the activity involving the wreck would be undocumented and largely illegal. The 1980s saw a renewed interest in the Cumberland wreck. Popular author Clive Cussler led an expedition to find and recover artifacts from the river bottom. In the murky gloom of the James River, Cussler's team encountered an area of concentrated wreckage dominated by massive wooden timbers. They collected artifacts to help identify Cumberland, finding a remarkably well-preserved pair of brass gunner's calipers, a device used to measure the diameter of cannon bores and projectiles. The largest artifact that the team recovered was the ship's cast bronze bell. This singular object marked the passage of time for sailors on watch during the ship's entire career. Ultimately, Cussler transferred the recovered artifacts over to the Hampton Roads Naval Museum, now the official repository for all artifacts from USS Cumberland's wreck. Unfortunately, the publicity surrounding the wreck's rediscovery encouraged more looters, who scavenged artifacts to sell to collectors. But all U.S. Navy shipwrecks, no matter where they are located, remain property of the United States Navy. The FBI and the Naval Criminal Investigative Service, better known as NCIS, prosecuted looters through several court cases in 1993. The courts forced the return of USS Cumberland's artifacts to the U.S. Navy. Today, most of the artifacts have been professionally conserved for preservation and display at the museum, so that visitors from all over the world can better understand the Battle of Hampton Roads.